Good evening. Today is June 3rd and it's somewhere after 7 in the evening and the sun is going down. Celery still not planted, carnations, broccoli or collard, can't remember. Love in a mist, still not planted. My little pansies, my leeks, little shallots or onions, my little squash, yellow squash. Up top on the deck, the fig tree is alive. It's starting to bud. I was very happy to see that this morning because the temperatures have been consistently warm, so it finally woke up. I have some ground cherries, some cilantro, marigold, and some pepper seeds that I had thrown in here. And look, I didn't plant any of these. Look at all these petunias. I did put some coleus in there because that was the original plan, to put the coleus in here with the red petunias, but since this was already jam-packed with seeds that fell from last year, I figured I'd leave it alone. Lime is leafing out very nicely. Look at all these fresh new leaves and all these blossoms coming on. Another ground cherry down there and a petunia, volunteer. And the lemon tree also with some new growth and a whole bunch of flowers. Has some fruit on it from over the winter. And the big one over here, which looked like it's starting to change color a bit. And over here, I didn't plant none of this. So nice. I will forever have white petunias in there if I don't change that soil. I'm not mad about it. My green stalk, these plants are massive and this dries out so often. Like I literally have to water it every day. But in addition to that, this is new soil and it's that coco coir, so it doesn't hold on to water as well as I would like it to. So you see this yellowing on the leaves, it's because I keep not forgetting to water this thing. Like I had to water it this morning and it looks good compared to what it usually looks like when I come home in the evening. Everything is still doing good though. Callaloo is in there, it's growing very nicely. And the rose they are in good full bloom right now. Over here on the side, the lemon balm has taken over. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this back or dig it out or something because I actually care more about this plant here instead of the lemon balm. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that down. Look at my snapdragons. Look at that color. And these are budded up and ready to go. My David Austin roses. All the irises are done blooming back here on the side of the house. And the buds for the daylilies are coming out. Look at that. Lovely. Hardy hibiscus, looking beautiful. Okra. One of these look like it's making a comeback. I did finally come out here and spray the rabbit and deer repellent. So the chamomile is getting a moment to recover. Back here, having some nice buds on this hydrangea. My barberry is looking great. My baptisia, one of the two, is looking good. I did spray under here too because I came out here one day and the whole branch of the baptisia was missing and my whole clematis was eaten down. The peonies are done blooming. Here's a mini one. This is what the fresh one looks like. And the sedum is looking good. And I had to just pull all of the clematis out because the bunnies literally just like ate it off at the root, like right there. And here I have the delphinium blooming. This is white, I think, and that is like a light purple color, and this one is gorgeous. It's a dark purple color. The penstemon is blooming, and these, I found a spot where I'm gonna put these. It's looking really sad right now, but we're gonna make it right. And this thing is so loaded down. This is not even 25% of the blooms. But this is the rose bush. I'm gonna have to back up to get a proper picture. It's ridiculous, but I love it. My Veronica is looking great all the way down and all the way up the walkway. Okay, so this is my yarrow that I grew from seed, and it's looking great. I did spray it because the bunnies are eating all of them down, and the ajuga is looking great. The salvia is looking wonderful, and these are about to bloom any day now, little yellow flowers. And look at the bees. The last of the iris. The purple one's all done. Well, they're supposed to be reblooming. We shall see. These are the primrose, and it looks like my geranium bloomed already and I missed it. Have my lady's mantle is now blooming. And the knockout rose. Looks like the columbine is done for the most part. Oh, we got one more bloom up here. Very happy with how everything looks for the most part. Like this yarrow was planted the same time as that yarrow, and this one gets eaten down constantly. So you see the size difference? And the last of the ranunculus is dead, so I'm gonna have to pull that out. And I did plant all of the petunias in there, so we should be ready to go in that regard. These irises are done. It wrapped up, I think, for the season. Yeah. And these have leafed out quite nicely. My Pinky Winky hydrangea. This is the golden hour. Sun's going down behind me. This probably needs some water. It's not that bad, but it could use some water. This got sprayed too with the deer and rabbit repellent. Any white speck you see. I'm trying to save my plants from catastrophe. So I'm gonna look at that in a second, but I planted bachelor button right here, and as you can see, it's missing. Yep, and there was one right here, and it's also missing. Not even a root left. Okay, that's what the bunnies do, and I feel like they did that the same day or the next day. And here's a yarrow, which the bunnies ate this side off. And here goes the hydrangeas on this side of the house. Oh, the blooms. Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, so this one is a little purplish. This one almost looked bluish. That one is pinkish. This is the one that takes on the tone of the soil based on the acidity level in the soil. It's a little bit more yellow than I would like it to be. I need some iron tone or some garden tone in this area. I don't remember if I fertilized this spring, but these are very yellow. They're not supposed to be that yellow. And I got some bindweed I need to dig out. And here's my little lime, little goldenrod. I didn't realize the mountain laurel had bloomed. Here's the mountain laurel. Oh, I need to water this. My little tree starts are not looking good. And this still hasn't been cut back yet, but who has time? And this side needs to be weed whacked, but who has time? And this needs a haircut, but who has time? Right now I have some chicken on the grill, that's why I'm out here. Over here, the wild roses are still in a little bit of a bloom, but for the most part they're done. And I finally did get over here and clean up these hibiscus. And this is a pink rose I bought from Home Shopping Network some time ago. I had 3, but they just kept dying, so the remaining one I left there. It's been moved about 5 times, so let's hope. The daylilies are all budded up and ready to go. Dahlias probably no time soon. Glads no time soon. We shall see. Is this dry? It's kind of dry. It's supposed to rain for like 5 days straight, so we're gonna be all right. I watered this morning, but I didn't water these. The lemongrass. And look, the watermelon that's hidden under here is the Moon and Stars watermelon. So the leaves are gonna have little yellow dots on them, but oddly enough, so do the squash that are here. And that's a part of the makeup of the leaf. That's normal for that plant. The okra on this side are doing good too. The yarrow is doing the thyme, the oregano, and of course this beautiful thing, another hydrangea. I did put some a cage around my coneflower. Oh, and finally there's some buds in this daylily because I haven't seen any. So I see like 3. More thyme, another coneflower. My cucumber is finally climbing and setting out tendrils. These beets, I don't know if they're actually gonna give me any proper roots. And the flowers I love to hate. Finally climbing and hanging on their own, the cucumbers. Cabbage looks like they're starting to fold in towards themselves, so we shall see. I'm gonna go down to the next level. Ooh, look at these snapdragons. And here's some more over here. And I planted snapdragons years ago, and I have not had to replant it. It comes back because it drops seeds so readily. Blueberries. And I sure did. Before I put this strawberry pot here, I planted some seeds and I thought the squirrels dug them up, but the seeds are still alive and well, and I have peas here, and there's some on the other side. Well, let me show you one strawberry blushing because I keep just eating them. So I come out here and that's like my snack while I'm out here, for real, for real. But this potato is not doing much of anything. I know it's growing because the roots keep coming up or something keeps digging it up. That potato's about to flower. There's some lettuce in under there. My peas are starting to stretch up, and these volunteer potatoes are doing better than the ones I planted on purpose. What you know about that? And my pumpkins are gonna go up this trellis and hopefully across to some point, as well as the beans. And same thing with the beans, hopefully they'll go up. And I do have a volunteer, it looks like a cantaloupe here and one there from the seeds that I usually drop in here to compost. The celery is getting a little thicker here. I did have to replant some beans because you see, yep. And these look like they're about to open probably in another week or so. Actually less than that, because this one's already showing some color. This is my first year with these, so we shall see how they do. Look at these, I love it. My peonies are done. Nice, everything has been sprayed, so the deer will leave them alone, hopefully. And here go my plums. Here's the other hardy hibiscus. And look at this beauty, my goodness. Yep, something ate them. They were right here. I knew better. I should have covered it, but I didn't. I think there was some under here too, but it's probably gone too. Oh, still there. Just those two. I should have covered it, but I know better. And I didn't do it. Ooh, look how big they're getting. Oh my goodness. A bug just slapped me in the face. Look how big they're getting. They're even getting a little color. Oh, wow. Wow. Pears are getting bigger. Why is my camera blurry? And I did come through and pick off some of the small plums, but I'm not going to stand over there, so those are just gonna have to fend for themselves. We shall see. And even with that, they're getting bigger. So after it rains, I expect them to be a bit bigger as well. Pick that one off, throw it away. Get rid of this and that. Leave like every other. It's too much fruit for the tree. All right. Over here, I got my tomatoes. Looking good. They're about thigh height at this point. These ones over here, the choyote, chocho, and this one is about knee height. These 6 right here. Oh, I missed the garlic scape. Oh boy, let me get that. And my garlic, they're kind of dying down. This one looked like it's ready to go. Let me pull it and see. I need to go check on my chicken. Oh boy, I don't know if I'll be able to get this. Come on, don't break. Oh, it's small. It's my garlic. Some of the garlic bulbs were very, very small, so I don't expect much. What I started off with was small. Like the thicker the stem is, the more likely you'll get like a proper size. But this is pretty much dead already, so I don't expect more from that. But I'll leave this for another week or so. Actually, no, I'll leave it for a couple of days because it's supposed to rain for like 6 days straight. The peppers are still very small, but they're putting on new growth. But I really feel like I have too much going on in this garden bed because the plants aren't taking off like I expected them to. But I do have flowers on quite a bit of them, on the tomatoes rather. It's just the eggplants and the peppers I'm worried about. So got flowers on quite a few of the tomatoes already. This morning I came out and I took a good portion of the spinach out because they're starting to bolt. They're about to start to flower. I don't know if you could see that. And the callaloo needed more room so that I could get some sunshine, and this tomato needed more sunshine. My lettuce is starting to bolt, like it's getting tall. Shouldn't be that tall, so that needs to come out this week. And here go the rest of my spinach. It's getting too hot for spinach, so they're looking to flower. But the peppers that I just transplanted in here last week have grown quite a bit, and so have the tomatoes. And here's the bok choy that has bolted and is now flowering. And here go the strawberries and more flowers. I don't even know if you could see anything. And the corn. It's only a few. That's all that came up, so I just put it in there. I have basil and all these things I need to take off, but they're not taken off. So I feel like the garden is missing something, but they should be all right after the rainfall. Anywho, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go check on my chicken now. Have a good night.